Topia City, the home you've been looking for, designed by EAT LLC. Our location that we chose for Topia City is in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. It will lie on the western edge of Lake Tuma, a beautiful lake that offers many opportunities to the residents. Our design and goals for this city was for it to be a part of the future, but now it'll be the change that the world needs by bringing renewable energy, cleanliness, and happiness to its residents like never before. Some of the aspects include clean energy, large green spaces for people to enjoy themselves, unlimited fun and entertainment, safety and security, and a beautiful location.
So to get into the more specifics, here's just the road and general layout. Basically, all that's here is there's a west side, an east side, and then there's a southern side, which is mainly for fishing. So in the housing, so the west side is comprised of apartments in the downtown area. And on the east side, it's comprised of riverside housing for higher property values and suburban housing for more compact and cheaper housing to allow more people in our city. So for electricity, we have two main things to generate electricity in our city. We have a hydroelectric dam that also doubles as a downtown bridge connecting the west and east side. And we also have several nuclear power plants in the top right part of our city. The reason for this is because of the DRC's high concentration of natural elements, as well as their extremely high power output, which is going to allow electricity to be a export since only 19% of the DRC's people have access to electricity. So then there's the hospital, fire, and police, which are each centered in these three main sections, two of which are in the downtown and apartments area, and one of which is in the riverside and the suburban area. So when it comes to food and farming, we have farms in the top right part between the power plants and the suburban houses, and these are going to be used to grow certain like natural crops like coffee, sugar, palm oil, etc. And there's also going to be fishing down in the bottom so that we can really use the resources that are available in the lake. Then we'll have a retail district, which is on the riverside section of the west side part of the city. And this is going to include areas like markets, restaurants, and other ways for entertainment and such. So then there's government. So most of our government buildings are going to be located in the downtown area, including some buildings for the regional trade blocks that the DRC is a part of. On top of this, there's also going to be one school district on each side, the west and east. And education will also be provided by the government in order to have people capable of maintaining the nuclear power plants. So for waste management, we found that there's some conventions that kind of constrict what we're able to do with our waste from the city. So basically the best way that we thought of for this was to have some biogas generation, and whatever's not able to be disposed of that way is going to be incinerated.
So this is a rough cat design of our suburban area or suburban district. The red squares being suburban houses. The yellow is going to be our farming area. The blue is our emergency services, that being fire and police. Gray is going to be the restaurants that we have. Brown is the parks, and pink are our schools. With the suburban district, we really wanted to create a warm and safe environment where everyone knows their neighbor. We chose to place the hospital right in the center of the city, which it lays around there in the suburban district, so that it's an equal distance from the far east to the far west. Our schools that are going to be there are going to be the top of the line Topia District Education. They're K through 12, and it's just the place to be. Our Riverside district are going to be our more luxurious high-end houses. The purple are the luxury houses. Red dashes are their property lines. They are allowed to build fences. A lot of people choose not to because it does ruin the view. Gray are going to be our superstores, and blue are the lakes. Our riverside houses are top line and slightly separated from most of our city to provide the most comfort and peace and quiet possible. You get a great view of the wildlife and have anywhere from 1.3 to 2.2 acres. This is also going to be one of our top line convenience stores, so you're not going all the way to the city just to get your groceries. This is our downtown slash city living area. Blue is our emergency services. We chose to place those in the corners so that they can get to any side of the city as close as possible. Our light gray are the restaurants. In our city, we're going to have more of our top end restaurants just so that it brings more people into the bigger parts of our city. Peach are the hotels, green are the apartments, and the brown circles are the parks. Our downtown district it's wonderful. It has a great nightlife from parks, luxurious houses, stores, restaurants, and hotels. The layout for our apartments in downtown, we wanted it to be very modern, an easygoing atmosphere. We wanted you to feel very safe and just have a lot of entertainment for everyone. For our shops and dining, we wanted to make them top line, bringing in some of the really big spenders. It's just a great way to take friends and family out for a fun night and just have a good time. Our attractions, we really want Topia City to grow and be the center for religion, culture, and the enjoyment of life. We want to spread awareness and just be able to unite with everyone.
We also offer a lot of recreation around the city based off of Lake Tumba and the Congo River, which offers fishing, boating, water skiing, swimming, and just relaxing by the water with all your friends and family. Lake Tumba Dam is also a big part of it because we can offer tours and teach people about how clean energy can help save the environment while also being effective for powering a city. And then wildlife expeditions are a big part too, because we offer educational trips for kids to see all the animals. It brings in tourists, and you can just have a fun time and get out of the city for a little bit. We also have our own soccer club named Topia FC. The stadium will be kind of in the middle of the city, and the team will bring people together, and your family can go out for a nice fun night and then hang out in downtown after, and it'll raise awareness for the city because you see these big name players coming to Topia FC and playing in big time games. You'll wonder, oh, what is Topia? You look it up and you'll see what it is.
So next we come to the things we decided not to include. So the first of which is military bases and military airports. So we actually were digging and we found some UN documents speaking about a convention that the DRC is a part of, which prohibits modifying the environment for military purposes. So that's the reason why we didn't include that. Then we have beaches, which we chose not to include because sandy beaches we didn't think was really what was in the terrain and what it could handle. And finally, we chose not to include solar, mostly for its high price, and which would come also if it were to be damaged as well, and the need for battery technology for electricity at night.
As we showed, Topia City is a jump to the future. It is a place where people don't have to worry about their carbon footprint and how they affect the environment. On top of that, citizens will be safe and able to enjoy many of the various options for entertainment in and around our city. It'll be a center for Congo culture, and it'll flourish and become beautiful. Tourists will come to experience Central African culture from around the world. So we ask you to come and join us at the home you have been looking for, Topia City. Thank you.